In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the e-commerce or the shopping cart for your website. This is quite a powerful module. There are quite a few steps to setting up this module, so this is probably going to be quite a long video. It is important though that we go through all the steps so that you understand exactly how it works. You will activate the module like you would activate any other module or add-on. You would go to the add-on section. You would either search for the e-commerce module on top, or you go through the list. Once you find it, you click on it. You will see the description of the module. You'll see how many people are using it. You then click on the activate e-commerce button. That activates e-commerce, and you will then find the e-commerce link under the content section. If you click on that, it opens up the e-commerce management page, and here we will find all the steps that we need to set it up. Firstly, we will have to do the basic e-commerce setup. So if we click on that, we see the basic e-commerce setup page. Yeah, as the name suggests, we need to fill in all the basic details. Now again, I'm not going to do all of these things because that's going to make the video even longer, so I'm just quickly going to run through the easier things, and when it comes to the more difficult ones, I'll spend a little bit more time on it. You're going to get a contact, or you're going to enter the contact name of the person that's going to deal with the e-commerce on your website, mobile number, landline number, email address. From the immediate setup, you are only able to enable quotations and enable EFT payments. You can, however, add a payment gateway or credit card payments, PayFast, PayFal, and PayU, but you'd have to do that under the advanced section or the under advanced options. We will go through those when we get to the advanced options a little bit later. Then we have the custom messages for your e-commerce. Firstly, the shipping text. Here you will enter information that clients will see regarding your shipping terms and conditions. So this will obviously be the way that you're going to do shipping, any terms and conditions, etc., that you've got linked to your shipping. You will fill it in here. Thank you message. This is information that will display after a client has selected a payment method and finishes his or her order. And then we have the shopping cart design. You have three options. You can have it as a floating sidebar, you can have it display above the content, and you can have a display above the side menu links. What I would suggest you do here is while you're setting it up, if you're not sure exactly what these mean, choose each of them, save the settings, see what it does, or see what it looks like, and choose the one that you feel the most comfortable with, or that you feel ties in with the ties in best with the design of your website. Okay, so that is the basic e-commerce setup. Then the next step is the pricing, any stock or variations, and member pricing if you have. Now here you will see currently I have 3 products on the website: a product 1, a product 2, and a product 3. What we need to do is we obviously need to put in a pricing for each of the products. Now what happens, you will see that the e-commerce module ties in with the product module, or the products and services module. You will see that if we go to products and services, everything is exactly the same as it previously was, with one main difference. Right at the bottom of the page you will now see an e-commerce pricing setup, and here you will be able to, if we actually go and we update or edit a specific product, you will see that we have this e-commerce pricing at the bottom, and here you can enter the pricing. very important. You can set up the pricing in two areas. You can set it up in the products and services, or you can set it up in the actual e-commerce setup. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you, if I add a price like $22.99, as the note suggests, that you need to enter the pricing without any currencies in front. So if we enter $29.99, then it will automatically become $29.99. So if we update that product, and if we then go back to the e-commerce setup and we go to the edit item pricing, you will see that we now already have a pricing for product 1, and now we can put in a pricing for product 2 and a pricing for product 3. Obviously, it's a little bit easier to put in the prices here, because here you will have a list of all your products underneath each other. So it would be very quick and very easy for you to enter the prices here, rather than having to go to each product individually under products and services and add the pricing under there. Okay, then we have, other than the pricing, if we click on the additional pricing options, member price stock options item on top, what it does is it adds 2 additional columns. We have a stock or a no stock column and a variations column. What the stock does, or what this no stock feature does, you can tick this. If you tick it, what it will do, the item, you can tick it if the item is out of stock. An out of stock image will display instead of the item price. So if you've run out of stock of product 2, instead of the product remaining as available for sale on the website, or available for purchase on the website rather, where the pricing is, there will be an out of stock sign or an out of stock image, which will let customers know that you don't have that item in stock, so that they won't buy it, and you won't have issues having to contact clients because of stock that's not available. Then we have variations. Now, variations are things like sizing or different colors, etc. So you will give the variation a name. You will enter the item option which your client can choose on your website, like in this case, so we'll call it small. The current price for this was 10 Rand, so a small is 9 Rand. If the pricing is the same, if there's no difference between a small and a medium and a large or whatever, then obviously you would leave the pricing the same, and then you can add additional variations. So we can have a small, we can have a medium, which is 10 Rand, and we can have a large, which is 11 Rand. So again, the variation can be anything. It can be the size, it can be different colors. I know, for example, guys that do t-shirts, sometimes the black t-shirts are more expensive than the white t-shirts. So that would basically be the reason for you using variations, is if you have one product but you have different sizes or different colors that has a different pricing, then you would set it up here. Once you are happy with all of this, if you click on the save prices, then we will get a notification saying that the pricing has been updated, and we will now see that instead of with product number 2 only having the one price, we now have the options or the variations with the different prices on there. Then we can, if we had the member module active, we would be able to put a member price. That's as simple and straightforward as the pricing was now. You would first of all need to go and activate the members module. Once you've done that, then you would have an option to set member pricing. Then you would be able to, the third item on the list, you would be able to view any orders that were placed. You will see the date and name, the email, the cell number, order type, etc. of the person that actually placed the order. Fourth on the list would be a catalog setting. Now this is quite a powerful thing. Guys that, or people that actually sell products, will know that clients very often ask for catalogs. Now this is not a printed catalog or just a list of products underneath each other. It's actually a lot more powerful than this. The catalog option, and again I'm just going to read what it says on the screen. The catalog option gives you another option to display your products and services in a more compact way. For example, on one page, similar to a spreadsheet. The catalog can be applied to 3 different sections of your Kwikweb website, namely products and services, alternative pages, and additional pages. You need to manage your pricing, etc. in those sections. You activate and manage the catalog options on this page, and it will then apply to the catalog view, or it will then apply the catalog view to the selected sections. You can also deactivate it at any time without losing any information. Again, with this, I'm not going to run through exactly what you need to do to set it up. It's very quick and easy to do that, so you can actually run through these. Basically just follow the steps, decide which of these functionalities you want, save the settings, and you will have the catalog settings or the catalog setup done, and your products will then show in catalog view instead of each product individually. Then we've got the advanced options, and this is where things get a little bit tricky. Again, I'm going to go through these one by one. First of all, we've got the bulk edit, or the bulk edit of the pricing and the stock. Now, yeah, you can edit the pricing via a CSV file. So you need to select the pages or the module that has your products on it. You would then download that file. On that file, you would then be able to, with them underneath each other, be able to edit the pricing. Once you've done that, you will save that file and you would upload it here again. That file upload will then automatically, or the changes you've made to that file on the pricing will then automatically update all the pricing for the different products. This is specifically very powerful or very useful when you have a lot of products, and instead of you having to change them one by one, you rather want to do them in bulk on a CSV or a spreadsheet like file. Then the contact details, that would be with your basic setup, all the information that you've added in there. The contact person, the mobile number, etc. of the person that you've set up. Any custom messages that you've set up, shipping text, checkout text, shopping cart text, order email text, and order received. You can actually set all of that up under there. Any terms and conditions that you have for your e-commerce. When you have terms and conditions, the person buying the items will need to check a tick box and accept your terms and conditions. If the terms and conditions is left blank, it will disable the text box. So again, this is if you are selling, let's say, breakable items, or you are selling spoilable items. You would put a under terms and conditions, you would tell the people about certain rules and regulations or certain terms and conditions that are linked to your products. It's something that they need to tick in order to complete the purchase. that just covers you on from a legal perspective, should something go wrong. If in terms and conditions you specify that you don't cover any breakages, and the person have accepted that, then they can't come back to you and say, listen, when I got this thing, it was broken, you need to send me a new one. If you've entered all the information, click on the Save Terms and Conditions button at the bottom to pull it through. Then we're looking at the next item, which is payment methods. Previously, we had quotations and EFTs. Yeah, we can add different payment methods. Again, we are able to set up the quotations here. We are able to add the EFT payment method, where you would just give them a bank account where they need to pay the money into. And then we have three other options: a PayFast, a PayPal, and a PayU. Now these are credit card facilities. Just note, PayFast and PayU are South African payment gateways. Even though PayPal is available in South Africa, you cannot accept PayPal in Rand. It doesn't support the Rand currency. So if you have an international website, then PayPal is a good alternative. Now, what you would need for each of these, they all have a specific ID or a key that you need to obtain first, that you need to enter in here. Now what you need to do, you're going to need to go to the PayFast website. If you click on that link, it will actually open the PayFast website, and it will tell you what you need to do to open a PayFast account. Similar to the PayU function, you physically need to go to that website. You need to go and create a PayU account. Similar to PayFast, you need to go and physically create a PayFast account. Once you've created that account, the PayFast or the PayU website will give you the ID or the key, the username and the password that you need to activate these specific payment gateways. Once you've entered that in, PayPal is very similar, but it only requires an email address. Once you've set up your PayPal account, the email address that you use to set up the PayPal account, you then enter in here. Once you've entered the information, you need to activate each of these individually. Obviously, you can have all three as a payment method if you really want to, or if you just want to use PayFast. Once you've entered the information, you will just click on the activate payment method, and when clients then come to your website, they will have the option to pay via EFT if you made that active, or pay via credit card on PayFast, or one of the other three options that you've selected. Obviously, make sure that once you've entered this information, you click on the update payment method at the bottom. Then we've got shipping settings. Now with shipping settings, yeah, you can create different types of shipping. So if you have a post office setting, or if people can ship via the post office, or if they can ship via courier, or if they can ship via whatever it is, you can actually set it up here. So you would give it a name. So you would say post office, and you would give it a pricing. So if you buy our products via the post office, then it's going to cost you 50 Rand extra. If you if you buy our product and you want us to deliver it or ship it to you or send it to you via the post office, then you would add a post office and what an average price on the shipment or the posting of it would be. Courier, exactly the same thing. When the clients then go to the checkout, over and above the pricing, if you activate shipping, then they have an option to select which one of the shipping methods they prefer, and the pricing that you that you've entered in here will then be added to the invoice price or the order price, so that the people can then pay for that in one go. You obviously don't have to have a shipping. If you want to check on the shipping first or make sure what it's going to be, you can activate the EFT option, but then tell people we will get in contact with you regarding the shipping prices, etc. Then there is a lot of settings, specifically when it comes to the layout and design, that you can go and have a look at. Again, I'm not going to go through all of these individually. What I would suggest you do is when you do this as a setup, that you go and do this, and as I said earlier, if you're not sure what something means, go and activate it, go and save it, go and see what it looks like or what it does to your actual setup. And if it's something that you want, you can actually activate it. Then last but not least, we have the shop stats. So here you can see the top 20 items that you've sold, the amount that you've sold, the name of the product, the times it's been ordered, the quantity that you've sold, and the module that it is linked to.